Spending spree, unveiling his $6 trillion budget, the largest increase in federal spending since World War II. And one controversial item in Biden's proposal is more than $800 million to address the root causes of migration from Central America, rather than actually focusing on the border itself. Here to react is U.S. Army veteran and former Texas GOP congressional candidate, Wesley Hunt. Wesley, good morning. Thanks so much for being here. So react in any which way you would like, but certainly this budget is a reflection of priorities.
You know, that number is absolutely staggering to think that we're spending this much money since World War II. Let's think about this. I mean, I'm a proud American, and this is the greatest country in the world, and we're back-to-back World War champions, and I'm proud of that fact. But the notion that we are going to spend that much money, particularly when we are not at a time of war, is utterly preposterous. This is a clear money grab by the left and a clear push towards socialism. And right now, Joe Biden wants us to rely more on the government than to rely on ourselves. And that's not what our Constitution wants us to do. And what I see here moving forward, particularly in what we asked our nation to do, not go to work. Think about the small businesses that were lost, the children that were not in school. And just as we are entering a time of recovery, you want to burden us with more taxes, more spending, and a state of hyperinflation. Look at the cost of gas. Look at the cost of corn and other commodities. Right now, we need to be putting this money back into the hands of the taxpayer. And the bleeding has got to stop, Pete. Yeah, and the best way for us to do this is for us to take back the House here in 2022.
I think you're right about that. You may have maybe possibly some information about that shortly, too. We'll see. But I got to ask, we just laid out that there are 24 states in Middle America who are getting rid of the supplemental unemployment. Why would states not be removing it at this point if we are moving through COVID and we want people back to work, you would think?
I still think it's just this push towards socialism and forcing the American public to rely more on the government than ourselves. Down here in Texas, we don't have that problem, because if you incentivize somebody to not work, well, of course they're not going to do that. And I think you talked about, you know, us just charging this to our credit card for the future and passing this burden on. This is not what this country is about. This country is about the working man providing goods and services for our nation, and I think we need to continue that. And those states that really want us to recover are the states that are going to incentivize us to work, get back to work, and get back to school.
Well, Wesley, we got to spend some time together a couple of weeks ago when we filmed the Fox Nation Modern Warriors special. It's airing tomorrow night on the Fox News Channel. It's already at Fox Nation as well. It was an honor to spend time with you and three other amazing American patriots. If you would, give folks a little preview of what we talked about as far as Modern Warriors.
You know, what I loved about that segment, Pete, and I'm glad you do that for us every year, what I loved about it is that you had four veterans that we had not met before, but we could sit down as like I've known these guys for 20 years.
It's true.
And we get to talk about those that we've lost. We get to talk about the sacrifices that were made for every American. And one thing that I said during that piece was, this is not about Black America or white America or you name it. This is about people that died for all Americans. Let's focus on that. And I think that segment and allowing me to be a part of Modern Warriors was really a sentiment as to who we are as a country and what I believe we can get back to.
Amen. It was really special to be here. And Wesley, imagine how great it's going to sound once the editors make us actually sound smart, too. It's great.
It's remarkable.
That's right. And, hey, by the way, might folks get a special announcement from you if they're watching tomorrow night?
Oh, yes, please watch tomorrow night. I will be making a special announcement about the future. And again, this is about taking back the House here in 2022. It's something that's near and dear to my heart, and it's about honoring those that served this country and paid the ultimate sacrifice. And it's incumbent upon us to continue to serve, since they're no longer here to serve for themselves.
You got it. Wesley, thanks so much. Great to see you, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you, brother. Good seeing you as well. Yes, sir.
You got it.
Thank you.